So it's pretty incredible to see the reaction from people when you tell them that you've been here for almost 30 years. So November 13th this year, I'll have my 30-year employment. Not a lot of people can say that they've been around one company for that long, but it was, meant to be. And here I am, and I couldn't be happier. My name is Rich Trimble. I'm a senior superintendent. I was born in Minnesota and moved out to Colorado when I was 9 with my dad, who was in the same trade. I never had any intentions of going to college or anything, so I didn't, and wound up working for my dad in the construction industry and started as a laborer, working summers for my dad, and then got into a machine and was an operator. I was his mainline hoe hand for about 5 years. My dad eventually went to Grimm Construction. I followed him after jumping around to a few other companies. And Grimm eventually got bought out by Garney. That's how I became a Garney employee. But boy, what a blessing it was for Pete Grimm to sell to Garney. I never dreamt that we would be in the situation that we are right now with, retirement being real. So I usually show up to the site. I try to get here around 6. The crew start time is 6:30, so I like to meet on site. We have a satellite office, Connex, and talk to the project engineers about the day's events, what's planned and how we're going to go about it, and just get caught up and kind of get warmed up for the day. Anthony, what's dangerous about what you're doing today? Make sure you're in a good spot, right? When the load goes up. Communication, proper hand signals. The crew starts at 6:30. We start with a stack meeting and stretch and flex, and then we head off to the field. And so we're working on the Second Creek Interceptor project in Denver, Colorado. And it's a project that we actually proposed on a few years ago. It's a CMAR project, and I was part of the proposal team when we went in and did the interview and stuff, and we wound up getting the project, and here I am actually helping build the project. So it's really cool, but it's 18 miles of pretty deep sanitary sewer. Right now, we are right in this area, Commerce City. All the green stuff is for me to install. The red was the river crossing and the golf course that Ron McPherson installed.
Is it one of the longer pipelines that you've done?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. By hands down the biggest project I've been involved in. Some challenging ground conditions, lots of groundwater, lots of creek crossings, bores, tunnels. Every challenge you can think of is definitely associated with this project. We've been here for about a year and a half, and we have about a year and a half to go. So I've been happily married for 31, almost 32 years, and we have 2 children. Our daughter, she's 29. She has 2 children who are my grandchildren, I'm very proud to say. And then I have a son who actually is my main pipe layer on the crew. So he's 27 years old, and he's been with Garney since he graduated high school for about 8 years now, and it's really cool to see him want to work hard and be an owner, and what benefits he's going to get for working at Garney for his career. He's as excited as I am about it. Yeah, my new favorite thing to do is to spend time with the grandkids. They're a lot of fun. But when we're not doing that, we love to camp and travel. I like to hunt and fish. The older I get, the harder it is to find time to do that, but I still enjoy it.
As a supervisor, I'm curious, do you feel like you were kind of born with leadership skills, or is that something you have developed a lot over time?
I think both. I think leadership is a skill. I felt like I was not really the best at it, but I wasn't the worst at it either. and just wanted to follow in my dad's footsteps more than anything is what drove me to stay in the supervision role. But it's been difficult. It's always a difficult role being a leader, trying to be a leader. But it's been very, very rewarding. But my dad was definitely a key mentor and role model in my life. He was a leader, he was a true leader, and he demanded respect. He had a work ethic that was second to none. And I wanted to have the same respect that he had when he was in the industry. He retired in 2010-ish, and he actually just passed away this May. So he's gone now, but he left a legacy. He impacted a lot of lives. So if I had any advice for guys that are thinking about coming to work for Garney and construction is what you want to do, come to Garney. But if you do come to Garney, stay. Don't jump ship for a couple bucks an hour or more. It'll pay off in the long run.